Serena Williams, strong, fearless, a force in sports history. But now, her life has taken an unexpected, tragic twist. Her husband, Alexis, has stood by her through every court victory and setback. But now, he's saying goodbye. A diagnosis they never expected. A reality they can't change. The love story that started in Rome now faces its hardest chapter yet. What did they discover? And what comes next for Serena? It's a revelation that goes beyond the court. Background: Serena Jamaica Williams was born on September 26, 1981, in Saginaw, Michigan, to Oracene Price and Richard Williams. She is the youngest of her sisters, including her tennis partner and older sister, Venus, along with 4 half-sisters. Additionally, Serena has several step-siblings from her father's side. The family moved to Compton, California, while Serena and her siblings were still young. It was in Compton where Serena first picked up a tennis racket, beginning her journey at the tender age of 4. She was homeschooled by her father, Richard, who was deeply invested in her and Venus's tennis training. Besides her father, Serena received guidance from another Compton native, also named Richard Williams. This move was so she could train at Rick Massey's renowned. He wanted to take things slowly, prioritizing their education and ensuring they wouldn't burn out before they were ready to go professional. Richard's choice was also influenced by the racism he and his daughters experienced at these tournaments. At 16, things changed. Serena began winning, capturing the mixed doubles title at Wimbledon and the U.S. Open with Max Mirny. She also won doubles titles with Venus in Oklahoma City, and 2 more tournaments that year. In 2001, Venus and Serena made a promise to boycott Indian Wells. Venus had withdrawn from a semi-final due to injury, and fans greeted Serena with boos, wrongly accusing their father of match-fixing. Even after Serena won against Kim Clijsters, the experience was sour. The sisters vowed never to return, a promise they held for 14 years. Serena slam, winning the Australian Open and holding all 4 major titles, though not within the same calendar year. In an incredible feat, Serena faced Venus in all 4 Grand Slam finals. She was at the peak of her game, even while facing personal challenges. In 2003, she dealt with her parents' divorce and the sudden death of her half-sister. Still, she continued to excel, winning her 2nd Australian Open in 2005 despite knee injuries and poor conditioning. In 2008, Serena and Venus won a doubles title at the Beijing Olympics. Shortly after, Serena captured her 3rd U.S. Open title, having already won Wimbledon and 3 of her last 4 major tournaments. Serena aimed to defend her 2008 championship and reached the U.S. Open semi-final, where she faced Kim Clijsters, a wild card and former 2005 champion. The match was tense. Serena lost the first set 6-4 and received a warning for racket abuse after hitting her racket on the court in frustration. When Clijsters led 6-5 in the second set, Serena served to bring the set to a tiebreak. However, a controversial foot fault call by lineswoman Shino Tsurubuchi ended the game early. Serena argued with the lineswoman, resulting in the match's abrupt end. 3 months later, Serena was fined $82,500 and placed on a 2-year probation, marking the highest penalty ever for a tennis player. Under immense pressure, she later apologized for her actions. Despite this setback, she kept winning. But in January 2010, she was diagnosed with a pulmonary embolism, which forced her to stop playing until June 2011. In 2012, she faced a rough end to the season, with an unexpected losing streak. Serena returned to the court where she had recently lost, determined to improve. She sought guidance from French tennis coach Patrick Mouratoglou and decided to stay in town and train there for 3 months. Her hard work paid off. She won Wimbledon for the 5th time and went on to claim 2 Olympic gold medals in both singles and doubles at the 2013 London Games. At 31, Serena became the oldest female tennis player to reach the #1 ranking. She then secured her 5th US Open title and later made history by becoming the oldest winner of the Australian Open at 33. She claimed her 20th Grand Slam title with a victory at the French Open, followed by another Wimbledon win, making her the oldest player at 33 years and 289 days to win a Grand Slam. Serena achieved the Serena Slam, holding all 4 major titles at once. She came close to tying Steffi Graf's record of 22 Grand Slam wins and completing the calendar year Grand Slam, making her the first solo woman to receive this honor since 1983. In Melbourne, she defeated Venus to claim her 7th Australian Open title and her 23rd Grand Slam, surpassing all players in the Open era. Serena silenced critics, proving her dominance in the sport. She even faced more frequent substance tests than other players in her field due to her high profile. With her fame, Serena became an advocate. Though she never set out to be a role model, she inspires millions. Her family and friends describe her as authentic and steadfast. In 2008, she helped establish the Serena Williams Secondary School in Matuni, Kenya. Her foundation also provides college scholarships to disadvantaged students in the United States. In 2016, the Serena Williams Fund joined Helping Hands Jamaica to build the Salt Marsh Primary School in Trelawney Parish, Jamaica. Following Haiti's devastating earthquake in 2010, Serena and her sister Venus, along with other tennis stars, skipped their final day of practice for the Australian Open to support those affected by the tragedy. Through the Williams Sisters Fund, they work on charitable initiatives that aid victims of violence and promote educational opportunities for young people. In 2014, Serena began hosting the Serena Williams Ultimate Fun Run, an annual fundraising run to support the foundation's efforts. In 2015, Serena ended her 14-year boycott of Indian Wells. 2 years later, she became an ambassador for the Allstate Foundation's Purple Purse Project, including the Elton John AIDS Foundation, Great Ormond Street Hospital, Hearts of Gold, the Common Ground Foundation, the Small Steps Project, the Holly Rod Foundation, Beyond the Burrows National Scholarship Fund, World Education, the Eva Longoria Foundation, the Caliber Foundation, and the Cure for MND Foundation. In August 2009, Serena and Venus Williams became minority owners of the Miami Dolphins, $1 billion in funding. In July 2020, it was announced that Serena was part of an all-female investor group that won a new franchise in the National Women's Soccer League, NWSL, the premier women's soccer league in the U.S. Although her husband, Alexis Ohanian, was the primary investor with a minority stake, Serena's involvement brought more recognition to the team, Angel City FC, which began competing in 2022. The ownership group also includes actresses, media figures, female entrepreneurs, former U.S. women's national team players, and even Serena's eldest daughter. As her career progressed, Serena increasingly engaged in social activism, using social media to voice her views. In 2016, she shared her support for Black Lives Matter on Facebook, expressing concern for her young nephew's safety around law enforcement. That same year, she wrote a public letter for Porter magazine's Incredible Women of 2016 issue, advocating for gender equality and sharing her own experiences as a female athlete. She highlighted how women's achievements are often undervalued compared to men's and addressed the issue of unequal pay. Serena Williams has long been recognized for her activism, especially within Black communities. Her efforts earned her the NAACP President's Award in 2003 and the Jackie Robinson Sports Award in 2023. Known for her bold and vibrant style on the court, Serena often made statements through her outfits. At the 2004 U.S. Open, she appeared in a denim skirt and knee-high wraps resembling boots, though she wasn't allowed to play in them. Serena managed her private clothing brand, Activism, and in 2009 she launched her signature statement line of handbags and jewelry, available primarily on the Home Shopping Network. Preparing for her nail collection with hair tech, she even became a licensed nail technician in 2010. During the 2018 French Open, she was famously banned from wearing a black catsuit from her Serena clothing line, designed for health reasons after her pregnancy. She responded by wearing a black tutu at the 2018 U.S. Open, turning the incident into a bold fashion statement. In February 2019, she joined the board of Poshmark, an online fashion marketplace, and later that year, she launched her clothing line, S by Serena, inspired by 1990s streetwear and designed for various body types and sizes. Then, unexpectedly, tragedy struck, shaking Serena to her core. Family and health issues. Serena Williams is married to Alexis Ohanian, co-founder of Reddit. They got engaged on December 10, 2016, and celebrated their wedding on November 16, 2017 in New Orleans. Their big day attracted many famous faces, including Beyoncé, Anna Wintour, Kelly Rowland, and Kim Kardashian. Their love story began unexpectedly. Alexis knew little about tennis, and Serena had never used Reddit. Despite coming from different worlds, their connection was undeniable. From a chance meeting in Rome to a star-studded wedding and welcoming their daughter, their journey has been remarkable. In a 2017 Vanity Fair cover story, Serena shared the story of their first encounter. They met at the Cavalieri Hotel in Rome. Serena was having breakfast with friends when Alexis walked in and chose to sit right next to them, even though many other tables were free. Serena noticed his bold choice and wondered why he picked that spot. In a playful attempt to get him to move, one of Serena's friends warned Alexis of a rat nearby, but he stayed unfazed. Impressed, Serena eventually invited him to join them, sparking a connection that quickly grew stronger. Serena invited Alexis to the French Open, an enduring bond. Alexis proved his devotion by flying to Paris just to watch Serena play. The next day turned out to be unforgettable. They spent 6 hours exploring the city, talking, and forming a bond that quickly deepened into romance. Alexis made his feelings public in 2015 by sharing a photo from the U.S. Open on Instagram, captioned, "Don't mess with the Queen." This playful tribute hinted at the growing connection between them. When it came to the proposal, Alexis wanted it to be truly special. He took Serena back to the Cavalieri Hotel in Rome, the place where they first met. He decorated the pool deck with roses and set up an intimate table for two. In this beautiful setting, Alexis proposed, and Serena later shared the touching details on Reddit's "I Said Yes" thread, bringing tears to many. Just a month after their engagement, Serena received life-changing news. After a disappointing start to the year, she noticed something different with her body. A friend suggested she take a pregnancy test, but Serena didn't stop at one. She took 5 tests, each one showing a positive result. When she saw Alexis, she handed him a paper bag with the tests inside, letting him share the moment with her in her own unique way. Then, on April 19, 2017, she posted a Snapchat photo showing her midsection, captioned 20 weeks, sparking joy and speculation as the world learned Serena was expecting. Later that day, Serena's spokesperson officially confirmed her pregnancy. The timing revealed that she had been about 8 to 9 weeks pregnant when she won the Australian Open. Serena later clarified that posting the picture had been unintentional. On September 1, 2017, Serena welcomed her first daughter, Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr., affectionately known as Olympia. She was born via an emergency C-section due to complications during labor. To celebrate Olympia's arrival, Serena gifted her a doll named Kai Kai, which soon became a social media sensation. Serena's strength was evident again in 2017 when she saved her own life. After Olympia's birth, she experienced difficulty breathing. Having a history of blood clots, she suspected a pulmonary embolism. To avoid worrying her mother, she left the room and urgently told a nurse she needed a CT scan with contrast and IV heparin. Initially, the nurse dismissed Serena's concerns, thinking she was confused from pain medication. But Serena insisted, and a doctor eventually conducted an ultrasound, which didn't reveal anything unusual. A CT scan later confirmed multiple blood clots in her lungs. She was immediately connected to an IV to address the situation. The challenges didn't end there. The blood clots caused Serena to cough intensely, reopening her C-section wound. During a subsequent surgery, doctors found her abdomen filled with a hematoma, likely due to the blood thinners. A medical device was inserted into Serena's vein to prevent further blood clots from reaching her lungs. Returning home, she needed 6 weeks of bed rest. Despite her fame, Serena's experience mirrored the struggles many women, especially women of color, face in healthcare. According to a 2022 CDC report, Black women in the U.S. are nearly 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related issues than white women. Following her ordeal, Serena shared her struggle with postpartum depression on Instagram, highlighting a condition that affects many Black women. In the U.S., postpartum depression rates range from 10% to 20%, with Black and Latina women experiencing it at a rate of about 38%. Many don't receive screening or support. While often called postpartum depression, this condition can start in the 3rd trimester and extend after birth. Perinatal depression, as explained by the National Institutes of Health, is a real medical issue that can affect any mother, regardless of age, race, income, culture, or education. The greatest risk for all women arises when their voices are ignored in medical situations. Listening to mothers is essential, especially since expectant and new mothers often have heightened instincts about health concerns. In May 2023, Serena discovered a lump on her neck, which doctors identified as a branchial cyst, a fluid-filled sac that forms under the skin. Initially told that surgery wasn't needed, further tests led her doctors to recommend removal. Serena shared a video from the hospital, expressing gratitude for her health after the procedure. Then, in August 2023, Serena welcomed her second daughter, Adira River Ohanian. Through all her challenges and triumphs, Serena's life remains a testament to resilience and achievement. Impact and achievements. Serena Williams is widely regarded as one of the greatest female tennis players in history. In 2017, BBC Sport users voted her the best female tennis player of the Open era. Many players and analysts consider her the greatest female player of all time. Roger Federer praised her in 2018, saying she has a strong case for being the greatest of all time. And John McEnroe called her an icon and the ultimate GOAT in 2022. Former French Open champion and BBC presenter Sue Barker described Williams's serve as the best in history. But her serve became legendary. Serena's serve is widely considered the best in women's tennis, known for both speed and precision, leading to countless aces. During the 2013 Australian Open, She hit a serve at 207 kilometers per hour, the third fastest ever recorded by the WTA. Her consistent ball toss allowed her to serve to any part of the court with little variation, making it hard for opponents to predict her moves. Her kick and slice serves, used as second serves, also prevented double faults and kept opponents from scoring easy points. Williams's forehand and backhand shots are among the most powerful in women's tennis history. She hit both with an open stance, producing forceful, heavy, and accurate ground strokes. Her devastating forehand, known for its top spin, allowed her to hit winners from anywhere on the court, both cross-court and down the line. Her two-handed backhand, regarded as one of the best, was flatter than her forehand, but equally powerful and precise, delivering speed and depth in every shot. Though she primarily played from the baseline, Serena Williams was highly skilled at the net, thanks to her extensive doubles experience. She often ended points at the net using finesse, powerful drive volleys, or a strong, reliable overhead smash. Her aggressive returns to serve were legendary. She handled powerful first serves with ease and pounced on weak second serves, earning her a reputation as one of the best returners in tennis history. Despite her aggressive play, Serena was also a formidable defender, capable of countering opponents' attacks and setting up winning shots. Her athleticism was exceptional. She was known for her speed, quickness, agility, stability, and coordination on the court. Her ability to make strategic decisions and construct points gave her an edge, allowing her to play to her strengths effectively. American player Christina McHale praised Serena's composure in high-pressure moments, and Martina Navratilova described her mental toughness as remarkable. Serena's comeback skills were especially notable, particularly in Grand Slam tournaments. She holds the unique record of winning 3 Grand Slam matches after facing match points, a feat unmatched by any other player. She also won 37 Grand Slam matches after dropping the first set. John McEnroe admired her ability to rally from deficits in Grand Slam matches, calling it a gift and dubbing her the greatest competitor in women's tennis history. Her knack for serving aces at critical moments only solidified her status as a fierce competitor. After graduating from Driftwood Academy in 1999, Serena signed a $12 million endorsement deal with Puma. In 2004, she inked a $40 million deal with Nike, which has continued to sponsor her. Throughout her career, Nike has designed custom apparel and footwear just for her, celebrating her legacy on and off the court. Nike's largest building in Portland, covering 1 million square feet, is named the Serena Williams Building, a tribute to her career and long partnership with the brand. Nike's chief design officer, John Hoke, shared that Williams had input in the building's design, making it a true reflection of her legacy. For her equipment, Williams used Wilson's Hammer Stretch series to win her first Grand Slam in 1999, then switched to the Hyper Hammer line. She briefly used the Wilson N-code in 2005, before settling on various versions of the Wilson blade from 2008 onwards. Her racket has a larger head size of 104 square inches, tailored to her power and style. Since 2017, Wilson has crafted a custom racket. In 2019, the Associated Press named her Female Athlete of the Decade. She holds the record as the highest-earning female athlete in history. In addition to her athletic achievements, Williams was appointed Chief Sporting Officer at Aston Martin in 2015. She and her sister Venus have been celebrated for advancing diversity in tennis. USTA's General Manager of Player Development, Martin Blackman, noted that their impact is profound, as seeing 2 African-American young women from all backgrounds. Williams's philanthropic achievements are also remarkable. In 2003, she received the Celebrity Role Model Award from the Avon Foundation for her work against breast cancer, Young Heroes Award. In 2004, she received the Family Circle and Prudential Financial Player Who Makes a Difference Award. Since 2011, she has been a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador, working with their Schools for Asia campaign.